If you train consistently 4 or more times a week in, week out, and you've done that for a year or more straight, and objectively you haven't improved in muscle mass, body composition, less body fat, health, energy, sleep, sports performance, injury rehab, or chronic pain, there's a high likelihood there's a component of your training that is missing. Modern training principles that get pushed out to the mainstream these days are very one-dimensional. They don't train the body to its full capacity and requirements to enable it to function properly. And by function properly, I mean move pain-free, without restriction, without joint pain, and to improve in performance. So if none of that is happening, but you still continue to use the same methods, it's time to question to see whether that's the right thing or not. I've suffered with chronic pain since I was a kid, 8 years old. I've always had back and hip pain, upper back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain. I've had tennis elbow for many years consecutively. Ganglions, nerve compressions, radial tunnel syndrome, thoracic outlet syndrome, de Quervain synovitis, disc bulge, shoulder impingements, bicep tears, pec tears. I've had it all. Every single one. Fortunately for myself, was a very egotistical person, and the gym was my identity, and a body image was my identity. So I always felt like I had to live up to that. So I would train through it all, using the same methods, getting to a certain point, not making progress, and then training around it, adjusting the way I move and the way that I train based on pain and injuries, and not fully confronting it head on and rectifying it once and for all. But it wasn't until recently, till I had a hernia operation that forced me out of the gym for 6 weeks for the first time in 22 years. No more than 7 consecutive days off the gym in 22 years. So 6 weeks off was a huge awakening for me. But it made me realize that the physique doesn't matter if you can't train. And when you get to the point where you can't train, all you want to do is train, and you're not thinking about your body or how it looks. You just want to be able to move. You just want to be able to exercise, lift yourself, feel capable. And it's debilitating when you can't, mentally and physically. So I completely did a backflip on the way that I view training now, and the philosophies and the methods that I've dabbled with over the years and dipped my toe into and explored and understood the value and the benefit because I tried it, and I was like, but never stayed consistent to these things. Things that like innovative coaches like Keegan Smith, Charles Poliquin, and Ben Patrick, all these guys that are getting actual results in the real world. Bodyweight training, gymnastics training. It's all required to have the body functioning correctly, and without it, to break down. So if you've been consistent for days and weeks on end, years on end, making no objective progress, making no visible change, no mental improvements, your confidence, your courage, your self-belief if they're not improving as a result of the investment that you're putting into the time in going to the gym and training and putting the effort in and sacrificing and having the discipline to do that, but it's not giving you that return, it's time to rethink the way that you view health and longevity. Because if you want to do this forever, that path won't get you there. Stay strong.